March 2024, a woman walks into a police station with an 18-month-old girl and a shocking claim. The child's mother tried to sell her own baby, and when that didn't work, abandoned her entirely. But what sounds like an open and shut case takes a twisted turn when the mother accuses the woman of orchestrating a plot to steal her baby. The following report is based...
Maybe I'm dumb. How could how could someone random orchestrate a plot to steal your baby? Are you not a good enough mother? Like, okay, let's just play devil's advocate. How does she then get your baby from you and you don't report it to the police magically? So you're saying she went through with her plot to steal your baby, stole your baby, you didn't report it to the police? This is what you want us to believe? Come on, lady.
On official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. On the afternoon of March 5, 2024, a woman comes into the Palatka, Florida Police Department with an 18-month-old baby on her shoulder and an extraordinary story.
I'm gonna bring her some clothes, diapers over, but we didn't. I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off in case she had to take pictures of her because she's okay. Don't cry, sweetie. Because she don't deserve it.
I'll come. Go in there and I'll come sit with you.
Damn, that's
I'll come sit with you.
All right.
I called DCF to John, and he's going to be calling me back.
Thank you so much for doing this. I know that this is way outside of what
I'm a mom first.
I understand.
The woman is an employee at H&R Block, and she says she was getting ready to close last night when a client named Jessica came in with her baby daughter.
Both of them had no shoes on. Her and Jessica walked in, and she asked me could I give her a new.
Bro, she looked like a druggie, bro. She just looked like a smoker. Her eyebrows, like, you had a Sharpie and you just put a line across that shit? Come on.
Emerald card because her taxes had dropped and she left it somewhere or something happened with it. So I got ready to put her stuff in and I noticed the baby had took her diaper off. And she was like pointing at her private, like it was irritating her or something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's the diaper, kids get irritated or whatever. And she was like, she's not going to do that because I only have one diaper for her. So she put the diaper back on her. And it went, you know how the sticky...
Bro, you know how disgusting that is? You have your 18-month-old baby reusing the same diaper? Come on, bro. I know it's that old parent trope. Well,
oh, if you don't have a baby, you can't talk about my baby.
But come on. An 18-month baby using the same diaper? What is this?
It wouldn't stick no more. So she like hit her. And was like, you just stupid. You shouldn't have did that. And I was like, what? So I called the police.
She says she waited until police arrived and then went home for the night, unaware that her involvement with this woman was far from over.
This morning I came 7 a.m. The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit. And she was in a Dollar General's buggy. And it was drizzling. She was asleep and the baby was in there hollering. Well, I said, do you need help? Like, do you need me to call DCF so they can help you?
Exactly.
And she said, no, don't worry about it. And
at that point, you don't even need your daughter. Like, you have your daughter living in inhumane conditions. Why even have a daughter at that point? You clearly cannot take care of her. You over here sleeping on AC units when you got an 18-month-year-old?
Huh?
18-month-year-old? That sounds crazy. 18-month-old? Like, come on.
Snatched her daughter out the top part and slammed her in the bottom part.
The woman says that Jessica left at that point. Not long after, someone at a nearby restaurant calls the police to complain about a woman and her baby walking around asking for food. The responding officer finds Jessica inside, annoyed that someone reported her.
Because they were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, well, more.
Or maybe because you walk in barefoot asking people for food and sleeping on AC units. Maybe it's that. I don't think it's the baby throwing a tantrum shit.
They wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
I'm fine. I'm trying to find emergency housing.
So what's the situation? What
DCF need to take
what are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
Like, as far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
Because I had a boyfriend who used to beat the
out of me, and I don't want it around my kid.
Oh, but you're gonna beat your kid.
If you
Okay.
can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's gonna talk to you. She's gonna bring some stuff for the baby.
Where?
She'll be coming over here.
You know, just because the baby cries doesn't mean that they're in trouble. No. I'm sure you have kids.
I do. I have a son and a stepdaughter.
I can't even believe this. Is that rescue for my child?
No. They're going to a different call.
The victim's advocate arrives with their
needs to be
assistance,
rescued.
but Jessica is wary of their motives.
No, y'all making me feel great.
Oh, no.
This is the victim's advocate that I told you I had come.
No, y'all really making me feel great. I got 4 y'all.
We have a bunch of stuff for you and the baby.
Jessica settles enough to accept the help these women have brought for her, but she doesn't let her guard down entirely.
It's just right.
That's what I'm saying. You got these nice people even giving you stuff to help your baby. And you're just being a fucked up individual.
I'm needing a place to stay. She thinks y'all are probably trying to take her away from her.
No, I'm not taking her away from mommy.
But
You're not a
Jessica does
mom.
wind up separated from her daughter, and according to the woman at the police station, it happened later that day.
She came back to our job. At this point, she's yelling at the customers in there to give her money. I said, ma'am, you gotta leave. You have to leave now. She said, oh, I'm not leaving. And then she took her in the bathroom. When she left out there, I called the police. And she literally pushed the buggy in the road and laughed about it. And then hurry up and grab it. And I'm like, is she crazy?
She says that although she gave the officer details about Jessica's behavior, she was told that it would come down to her word against the mother's, but it wouldn't be long before Jessica would return yet again, and this time she would come with a shocking offer.
She came back. I see her walking back towards our job.
Why is the police not arresting her or at least trespassing her? She's doing all this stuff to all these different restaurants, places of business around. Where is the police helping at?
And she said, come here, because I trust you, come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked 2 of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's in somebody's mind. And as I walked over there, she said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up and she was getting ready to walk in.
The fuck do you mean $500 and you can have this baby? We all know $500 isn't a lot of money, but in smoker prices, $500, bro, that's good money. And to think you created a living being and you put a price tag of $500 on that baby, that's half of you. It's crazy to me.
And I grabbed the baby and I picked her up and I said, I'm not giving you no money. She said, well, just have her because it's just too much for me.
The woman's account nearly defies belief, but when the police speak to Jessica a couple of days later, they hear a story that could turn the entire case upside down.
I went and filed my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter over.
Taxes? What the fuck do? You don't have no job, bro. Talking about taxes, bro. Like, let's not even cap right now. We know you don't have a job. You walking around everywhere barefoot all times of the day. Where do you work?
She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She know I just got out of abusive marriage and I'm trying to get back on my feet.
And this was Monday or Tuesday?
No. She's only been gone for 2 days. Only 2 days.
Okay. Well, today is Thursday, so I would make it, what, Tuesday night? Tuesday night, you tell me like approximately what time?
About 7.
7 o'clock?
Yeah.
7 p.m.?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Jessica says that although she was reluctant at first, she ultimately agreed to hand her daughter over for the night.
I allowed her to take.
Even in your story, you're not making no sense. You mean to tell me you go to a job to file your taxes and then a random person is offering to buy your baby some clothes and all of that and to look after her for the night, and you just give up your baby like that so easily? What kind of mother would even do that? Even if you're a bad mom, even if you're a bad parent, I still don't foresee a situation where you're just gonna give your child to a random person. You're not a mother. You're just you're just I don't know what the fuck you are. You're not a parent. You're not a mom. You're just a person that has this child. That's all you are.
And about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block. So I sent a text message, and I said, if you not produce my child, I'm going to call the police.
What's the worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal. She's the black girl with the pink hair.
Jessica paints herself as a caring mother who was tricked into giving up her baby, which is a far cry from the story police heard at the station.
I said, do you need help? Again, I'm asking you, do you need help? And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the bastard. And I said, okay.
That's so fucked up.
And I got the baby. I was crying. I walked across the streets and I tried to wake her up. And I put her in my car and I told her she is going to be okay. This should not go on with a child.
Yeah, I remember having a conversation.
I feel so fucking sad for that baby, bro. Because the baby is not going to remember any of this. But all the baby is going to know is that she was abandoned as a young kid. And it's crazy to think that someone that brung you in your life, the one person that's supposed to have the most love out of anybody in the world for you, is calling you a bastard and is going to sell you for no less than $500. That's the equivalent of selling somebody for a PS5. You know how fucking dumb that is? Like, oh, hey, you got that new P5? Hey, I got this baby over here. Like, you know how dumb that is? And it's the fact that the baby never asked to be born. You were a fucked up individual before the baby, from what I could tell. And then you're going to have this baby, bring this baby into the life, have this baby be your responsibility. And you have this baby only having one diaper that you keep reusing. It's fucked up.
What about trying to sell Giovanni?
What?
I'm just
No. No. Okay. I would never sell my child.
Okay.
No. I can't even believe that was even.
You know she lying, bro. She tried to think of something right there. Look. Tried to think of something she couldn't even think. She knows she
I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life.
Not only is Jessica's story completely different, she tells the detectives that she knows exactly what's going on here.
To be honest with you, my sister, me and her have a very bad relationship. She has wanted my child. She's told lies to my entire family. I believe she sent Crystal to do that.
Bitch, what? Nobody hates you that much to send an undercover spy just to steal your baby. Nobody hates you that much.
Because she laughed yesterday in my face and told me I was going to be in jail.
You are.
So they said this sounds petty, but it's true.
I mean, what would be the reasoning they would do that?
Same reason she husband. She's spiteful.
At the police station, the woman does express an interest in keeping the child, though it doesn't seem to come from a place of malice.
So would DCF let me take her home?
Probably not, but
I just don't want her to have to go through no system.
I'm just being honest with you. There might be a way. You might have to come out and look at your house, or you might. So we'll figure something out.
But as far as Jessica's concerned, there's no reason why her daughter can't be with her.
You know I don't deserve to be in jail for this. I never, ever hurt my baby.
If you see her head, she hit her. It's right here.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
She elbowed her last night.
So that was from last night?
Oh, you can see it good now. It's swole all right here. The bruise. She got dirt all in her nose.
So fucked up.
I'm an RN. I can't lose my child or my license.
Jessica was a licensed practical nurse, but her license was put on probationary status a year prior when she failed to notify the Board of Nursing that she pled no contest to a disorderly conduct charge. But the detectives are only concerned about Jessica's current story, which seems to have a couple of significant problems.
I allowed her to take Gigi, And about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block.
Jessica's stated timeline would put this at approximately 8 p.m. However, the detectives know that she was banned from H&R Block at 11:30 in the morning.
She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight.
Okay, I would have make it, what, Tuesday night? Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Jessica says that Crystal took custody of the baby on Tuesday night, which would have been impossible given that the baby was sitting in the police department on Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, and what's the worker?
They catch her in all lies.
What's her name?
Her name's Crystal.
But there's no one at H&R Block by the name of Crystal. The woman who brought her baby to the police station is named Anita, and she says that she only knows Jessica as a client.
Are y'all gonna let me go?
No, man. No, there is a warrant for your arrest.
Good.
I'm saying, but like,
I mean,
Lock her ass up. Lock
In
her
February
ass up.
2025, Jessica Woods pled no contest to her charges and was convicted of 6 crimes against her child, including unlawful desertion and illegally placing a child for adoption. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison and
4 years?
10 years of probation.
4 years is certainly not enough. She need to do 10 years, 4 years probation, and a little 2 years community service on top of that. It's your child. I don't care what you say. The abuse that you had that child going through, you deserve way more than just 4 fucking years. I don't care what nobody says. You could hate me, you could dislike me. That's just my opinion. 4 years is way too light. She should never even call herself a parent. She should never reproduce at that bare minimum. And if you a man and you hitting that, you need to go to jail too. You need to go to prison too. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if you made it through this torture with me, like or subscribe or comment, or you could do all 3 of those and help me get better in that output. That'll be it for this video. I'll catch y'all later though. Peace.